Welcome to our October energy update. Upon planning for the recording of this update, I found myself experiencing what felt like energetic interference, or as if I was being rerouted through unexpected change in order to show up in the way that felt in accordance to bring these messages through. And I usually like to sit with the collective energies that I am receiving prior to the first of every month before I bring these through. And so I found this quite interesting because these energies directly correlate as well to the collective energies for this month ahead that many of us may be experiencing. And so it felt resonant to share this upon opening, in that this discovery through unexpected change or reroutes may be prevalent this month. And due to the many world events that we are experiencing, even with knowing that all of this is part of a higher plan, there is this importance of honoring what we are experiencing through the human experience as well, to actually then further integrate the soul level experience or the higher self integration, to then be of higher service or light and love to the collective at this time. And this time is truly so pivotal in humanity. And what I am being guided to bring forth this month in the messaging is this theme of how I kept hearing that we've been here before. And the beings of light were clarifying how we have experienced so many of these energetic themes that we are witnessing as shadow, through opposition, through conflict, through war, violence, through distortions, through fallen energies of original divine truth, control for power and manipulation, all old patriarchal ego constructs. We have witnessed these energies not only through our present lifetime, past experiences that may have played out during this lifetime, but also through different resonances, archetypes, and experiences, through past lives, and through multidimensional resonances of existences and incarnations. So what I was being shown is that also within the collective imprint, there are many of us who may also be being activated through this cellular and soul level of remembering this feeling of I've been here before. How do I step forward? How do I help? How do I be of service? And how do I be of service within my physical incarnation? How do I bridge all of my higher self, my spiritual wisdoms, gifts, and abilities that I have been cultivating? How do I now step forward into the collective? And as we all know, we contribute to the collective shifts through our individual energy. So much of our focus that is being brought to center point this month is surrounding our inner power and our divine power. How can we merge more of our divine power with our inner power through our human selves? Where can we find more of that empowerment within ourselves to make decisions in our lives that will help to bring forth this change? And through so many of the old paradigm structures of power deconstructing, where can we rebuild as well internally what our relationship is with our internal power structures or foundations? It is this rebuild through our embodiment that then we can express and exude more of our energy of our higher self, our soul selves. And upon having these soul level memories of having been here before through similar energies, through past lives and other lifetimes, how can we bring forth those lessons, those remembrances, and balance the karma of what we weren't able to complete and be able to bring that forth in this lifetime? I'm also sensing that some of these energetic themes may also be coming through very vividly through the dream space, through dream time, through the astral realm. There is so much open access right now multidimensionally that is shifting through multiple potential points, and aligning our free will choice as conscious co-creators is part of the invitation for this month of focus. When we sense conflict through the external world or in energetic form, in any kind of form, when we experience that opposition, there is also an invitation to look at what our response is to that. This can bring up certain responses through the nervous system, our trauma responses, and our fight or flight response when met with what feels like external conflict to our internal peace. And it is through this energy that we have the opportunity to not further create opposition or energetic divides or fragmentation within our own energy field, to be able to witness the shadow that we are seeing on the collective scale worldwide, and to also witness the shadow that comes up within us through old wounds, old trauma, old ways of responding. What I'm receiving to help with this is when you are sensing that fight or flight response or trauma response coming through, to invite in your higher self and ask your spirit team to please surround your nervous system with the highest white light frequency to help calm the nervous system and to help you reside back within the heart center, to help you to remember what you are here to anchor, what you are here to be. You are here to be within the love and the light within your heart, within your being. And that doesn't mean bypassing shadow. It doesn't mean bypassing uncomfortable feelings or fear. We are here to integrate those energies. We are here to feel all spectrums of the energetic scale and to further evolve and expand through having those experiences. And I am being guided to bring forth that reminder of how there is no end game here in our evolution, in our work, in progressing. There is always room for expansion. Source is consistently expanding, and as more of us are integrating or being invited to integrate more of our higher self embodiments and universal consciousness, we are also openly more so expanding to what that means, and how that means that we are also co-creating through our free will choices and how we are choosing to orchestrate ourselves. It is through this union and this marriage between the soul and the physical body that we can unify more of what we speak about bringing on earth here. This is the embodiment when we talk about the collective evolution and the golden age. But it is through consistent commitment to showing up individually in our individual missions, our life purpose, even just our embodiment of our being, and how we can consistently contribute to the collective every day through our physical form as divinity embodied in that physical form. I'm also sensing that the invitation through the theme of anchoring more of our inner power, many of us tend to oscillate when trying to integrate our power between being defensive or guarded, which is a form of protection or survival, and just being in our essence without having to exert. Where can we acknowledge what we are witnessing and then pull our energy back in and allow ourselves to just cultivate that inner anchoring, picturing a golden rod of light anchoring you from your back, anchoring you all the way through the bottom and the top. And what I am receiving that you could recite if you would like as an affirmation is, I am a sovereign being unto myself and through the divine. So much of our collective integration points with power is not seeing it as an access point to power over others. And the authentic expression of our inner power and sovereignty is I am. I am presence. And it has nothing to do with anything external of us. It's not comparison, it just is. The more that we can continue to bring our energetic focus this month to where it may seem like there are these energetic interferences, external world interferences, or energetic reroutes, how can we look at those opportunities and be guided to flow through our higher self and through our divine connection into a new expression that will actually anchor more of that sovereign power embodiment. And as I'm recording this, I am looking out at my yard right now and I see a beautiful red cardinal sitting straight ahead on the fence. Thank you, divine messenger. And with the reminder through the divine messenger of birds, we are all migrating on this path together. We all hold certain pieces of this migration, which is symbolism for me of the collective movement of ascension and awakening. And as we continue to step forward in these ways together and continue to connect, we are helping connect the pathways and grid lines for other souls who are part of our soul unit. A question for introspection that you could ask yourself this month is, through knowing all of the karmic lessons, themes, or cycles that I just moved through eclipse season, how do I now apply through my free will the energetics of what I've learned about myself to bring new balance into my new path ahead? And how can I open more to the awareness of how this helps the collective movement? Because this month, as I was tuning into the timelines on multidimensional levels that are surrounding the physical world timelines are so multi-pronged and multifaceted. And what it felt like to me is that there are going to be so many different energetic choice points through our free will that present to us as opportunities. And opportunities, I want to also share what the energetics of that specifically are moving through as. These energetics are a mental shift or a perspective shift in our awareness that is aligning your free will choice to do something different and then to align the next earthly timelines through the multidimensional and energetic timelines. And what I'm receiving to share is that when you are presented with what seems like an energetic choice point to do something different this month, connect in with your higher self and your spirit team and ask to receive messages or signs, extra guidance about what type of energetic choice would you make if you were anchored in the highest energy expression as a co-creator with Source. Because what I'm sensing is that this month is also bringing this focal point for many of us in the collective that we have reached a certain energetic shift point within our ascension path, and now we're being asked to embody more of the tools that we have just embodied, we have learned, and aligning our free will choice and that reminder to reclaim our free will choice, which is a form of reclaiming our inner power, our divine power on both human and spiritual level. And remember that we are conscious co-creators along with Source, and how that reflects a embodiment of owning our power and not sourcing our power away to anything external. And really sitting with any major big decisions this month, especially ones that move through with what feels like unexpected change or an unexpected reroute or a redirection, because you're meant to actually show up in a way that actually reflects a bit more of your fullness, of your divine power and your inner power, your divinity in human form, your sovereignty in human form, and your universal co-creator consciousness in human form. In terms of chakra alignment, I was receiving about the roots, the solar plexus, and the heart. Because what I'm also seeing is that there may also be this collective motivation or drive to want to be a catalyst for positive change in the collective. And what this is also inviting in is these energetics of creativity and more co-creation with universal Source, and anchoring more of that through the heart, inviting in more of universal consciousness and your connection with the divine, with God, Source, the goddess, into your heart, and then anchoring that through the root chakra. And if aligns for you, these are the affirmations that I am receiving that you can recite over your own energy field. I am anchored in light. I am anchored in co-creative Source light. I am anchored in sovereign, unconditional love. And I now feel complete on the messages that I am being guided to specifically share at this time. And I invite you, if this aligns for you, to join me for a light language clearing to help us to move into the energies for this month ahead. Leading us in now. Shasevos omos arakie sanas voashaimai. Suavemai kistonos vashaimai. Tulesa voshosa hama salavo. gralavosa shin mas ashwanai. Lavosa mashi sanashai. Shoo. Swa. Shoo. Swa. Shoo. Swa. Inviting you to breathe in light into your heart center and receiving here. Through my divine sovereignty, Shovos amakianas lasulmos ashwai, I declare that I am sovereign unto myself in divine resonance with my higher self and my divinity, with source consciousness on earth. Somas akiashana sesiono savai, kyosovo samashina kiso, ha masalesivo shamasa kizna salavo samashinai. Swa. Sha. Hueso masakiashonos alasebos amai. Hoima se kishana se devisamoshono samaki zanasono samai. Shu. Sa. Kia shono sovo samaniano salakisai. Soleva samashono sasena ahoina sabashon. Somo se hana kioroso. Shaima kyo swa. Masai kolovos ashena. Masai kolovos ashena. Masai golovos ashena. Kwa ra hyo masi ha shanavo swa. Sueva se kimai, kisona sevi, dona vazima shalagono, savos, quasai. Thank you, thank you, thank you, and may you receive only as aligned for you at this time. Thank you so much for joining me here today. I hope that these messages were helpful and resonant for you at this time. If these were helpful, I would appreciate as well if you would like to leave a like on this video as a way to let me know that. And if you feel aligned to subscribe to join our Rising Sun community, I would love to have you join us here again. And if you feel open to sharing any specific resonances in the comments, I would love to hear from you. Please let me know as well how you are sensing the energies of this month, and feel free to share any messages that you may also be receiving as well for the collective. It is an honor to join here with you always. And I send you so much love for this month ahead in the highest light of your alignment until we gather again here next time.